Hello, welcome to today's video, and today's video is all about how to start a blog for your business. Do you have a blog for your business? Do you think it's worthwhile? In today's video, I'm going to explain why you should use and have a blog for your business, and how to start one, and how to promote it. This video is all about how and why you should start a blog for your business on your website, your current website. Now, as you might know, or if you don't know, I'm an internet marketing consultant, and I help businesses, I'm located in Germany, but I help businesses from over to Australia to California, USA, and local. Now, I always say to my clients that having a blog for their business is going to help them do a number of things. First of all, it's going to help them promote their expertise in the industry and their niche markets. It's going to increase their ability to gain rankings for keywords on search engines like Google and Bing. You're going to gain more exposure on social media because you're going to have more content. What's happening is my two windows have got light coming in. It's not me doing anything, it's just natural light coming through windows. And you're going to have returning visitors. And you're going to have new visitors to your website who are going to be interested in what you are doing, the industry, and therefore most probably be interested in your products and services. But having a blog on a website, you need two things, which often people say, it's a bit difficult for us. We haven't got the time or the resources. Okay, first of all, you need to make sure that your website is set up for a blog. And I'm going to explain that in a few minutes. Okay, that's a web developer. Outsource that. Next is you need to create the content. Okay. If you can't write it yourself, outsource it, okay? But outsource it to people who can write about the industry, okay? But to be honest, it doesn't take you that long to write a blog post. And as long as you write something maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, and people are expecting that content, then you can develop a following because of it. But to be honest, I've worked in marketing departments. I've always given myself on a Friday afternoon 2 hours or an hour to write a blog post. And then I'd pass it on to another colleague who would then do the fine details and clean it up. So within 2 people, 2 hours on a Friday afternoon, it doesn't take that much. But a lot of people say, I don't have the time or don't have the resources. Most businesses do. And if you don't, from my point of view, on the whys I've given you, if you had, at the end of a year, 5,000 or 10,000 more visitors to your website, and you gain more customers out of it because you had a blog, isn't it worth putting a few thousand in a year for a writer to outsource it to a writer who would write blog posts for you? Now, blog posts don't have to be a long essay of 2,000 words or a report or 5,000. They just need to sometimes be 500 words, as long as the blog post is a quality piece of content. And it's targeting the value propositions of your followers and your readers and your potential customers. Therefore, you'll have success with it and it's worthwhile doing. One of the things people say to me, and one of the excuses why they say, I can't have a blog on my site. My website isn't geared up for it. Okay, if you've got a WordPress website, here is a quick solution for you. Okay, on WordPress, for example, most website developers will use the blog posting area for news. Okay, you can use that area for your blog. Okay, what will happen is the categories will appear on your widgets, for example. So on your news area, you need to change the widget, if you're using a blog category widget, to a menu, okay? And put a menu of the categories of your news, okay? But that's easy. Now, if you don't know how to do that, speak to a website developer, but it's easy for them. It's only half an hour to an hour's work, okay? Then what you do is you go into your your post categories, and you put a new category called blog or industry news, for example. And then you do subcategories for your blog. Okay, it might be case studies, technical articles, industry news, how to, and then you take you then go into your menu and you set up on your WordPress menu area, go into categories, post categories, and take the industry news or whatever you've set it, or blog, and you put that into your main menu, so it'll appear at the top of the top menu. Okay? And what you might also want to do is go into your widget area on your WordPress and put your blog as a menu with category menus on your sidebar. Okay? It's not that difficult to put a blog on your website. Really isn't. If you've got WordPress there already, what I've just explained, and I hope you understood, it really isn't that difficult. But if you've got any questions, comment below and I'll be happy to help you anyway. We'll sort something out. But I can explain, I can even do another video on showing you guys how to do that. Okay, and if I do, I'll link it up here. Okay, really isn't that difficult, shouldn't be a big worry. If not, outsource it. It probably costs you about half a day's work for a web developer, a few €100 maximum, maybe 100 euros, 200 maximum. Anybody, most companies will have someone who knows how to use WordPress. Just ask them. There's a lot of bloggers in companies, in businesses, who don't even tell you. That is how you set up on WordPress your blog if you've already got a news area. Now, if you're not using news, which I doubt you are, you just post and set your categories. Very simple. We've talked about how to set up a blog on your WordPress website. And we've talked about why you should be doing blogging for your business. Not in great detail, but I've highlighted 5 or 6 areas there which actually highlight the importance of developing a blog on your website. And to be honest, in my opinion, it's not too difficult to create blog articles, or an article. I would expect most businesses who have a marketing department to be creating content anyway, and that content can be rejigged or rewritten to make a blog article. Now, I want to quickly chat to you about what content should you be posting. A lot of people, and I've had people tell me before, they want to be doing all sorts of blog articles. But my honest opinion is you want to be promoting your expertise. I don't mean the expertise of the whole industry. Let's say you are, automotive manufacturer for a specific part within a car. Okay, you don't want to blog about the whole industry of automotive. What you want to be doing is your blog should be focused on the industry around that product or service that you sell. The idea is to promote your expertise. And you can do this with a number of key articles. Okay. Case studies. Okay. Case studies on how people have used your product and service this is a bit of promotion for yourself, but I always target it to a pain. Okay, it's not just about, hey, Joe Blogs used our products and service. I would look at it as a blog article of problem of such and such a company used this. Okay, and then an explanation of what their problem was as a blog article and how they fixed it. But what they fixed it with was with your product and service. But you go in a bit more detail about what the problem was, the pain, and what gain you gave and why they got the gain. Not too much about your product or service, but highlighting that, why this was a pain. Another set of articles can be technical articles. Now, a technical article is something which is similar to talking about a pain, but you're going to go a bit more technical about it. Why this happens. So, let me have a think of one. Okay, let's say you sell dog food. A technical article on a blog for a dog food manufacturer might be food habits of a dog and why they have those food habits. Maybe it's psychological to the dog. I don't know. I don't have a dog. I have a cat. Okay, and I know for a fact that my cat loves to have his food outside. Does not want it inside, always outside. Don't know why. But if I did a bit of research about it, maybe there's a reason. But that could be a nice technical article. Okay. Now, another sort of article is an industry review. Pick a topic about the industry and write about 500 to 1,000 words on it. Now, this is a bit more in depth, and this will take more of writing. So you're going to need someone who's maybe been in the company a bit longer if you first started, you need more. You need understanding, a bit more background knowledge of this for this article. It could be an industry views of top 10 predictions for the next 5 years, for example, or issues in the industry that need solved. 5 things customers will want in the next 10 years. That type of thing. Or it could be forecasts for the next 10 years. Another sort of article, and I like these because they're pretty easy to write, is top 10s. And for a business blog, there must be lots of top 10s. Top 10s of, let's go, dog food. Top 10 foods a dog should eat. Top 10 exercises for dogs. Top 10 foods for diabetic dogs. If you're a dog food manufacturer and your blog is top 10 diabetic foods for dogs, you're going to get yourself promoting a nice bit of expertise there about dog food. Yeah. Another thing you can do for your blog is interview people. It might be a case of an interview with employees within the company, within your team, even customers, even representatives, resellers that you sell to. Might be anybody who's using your product or service, or even key people within the industry. Nothing to do about your direct part in your product and service in the industry. But interviews do very well. And again, they promote expertise. And this is how you grow your blog within the industry on Google or Bing. Now, you could go deeper in the keyword research of articles. Now, each of those areas or article groups I mentioned there, you could go deeper and have a specific article related to a keyword. And because you want to get traffic from Google, this is worthwhile. But I would recommend that, for example, like the top 10 articles, those you can do research on very easily and see what the traffic is. And you can see what the competitors in the industry are doing on those similar articles. You can go onto Google and put in top 10 foods for diabetic dogs, and you can see what the level of article is that you have to produce and more to gain a better ranking to get to the top 10, if not number 1. So producing content should always be assisted with content research and keyword research. Now you've got your blog going, okay, and you've got content. How do you promote your content? Okay, if you don't promote it, your blog is not worth it, in my opinion, because you're missing a big opportunity. And yes, you might get traffic from Google or Bing, and you might gain expertise in your website more and therefore increase rankings. But the key people you want is your potential customers who you already have a following with to become returning visitors back to your website. So, to be honest, you probably most already got it. Social media. Post your articles on social media. You can repost them. You don't just have to post them once. Even once a month. If you've got 30 articles, have an article going out every day. Because let's be honest, social media sites, you don't go out to a full 100% of your following. You only go out maybe maximum 10% if it goes viral, or 20% if you're lucky on average. You can also post your article on your email newsletter. Even send out an email newsletter specifically per week about your blog. Now, what I always recommend is having a email subscription form on the sidebar just for your blog pages, which says get our latest blog articles by email. And you send it out per week. You can even underneath, I always send a link to your to the blog article, but a nice image and a nice bit of text. But underneath that, I might highlight the products or services discussed within that blog article. And importantly, you get returning visitors, and you get continuously, because your blog articles, either on social media or email newsletters, for example, they're going out. People are seeing them more. This content, and people remember your brand. You're promoting your expertise, and you're getting returning visitors. Another thing you could do to get people back to your blog is push notifications. Now, you might have seen these on websites where you first go onto the website and it says, get our notification, yes or no, for example. There are services out there which you can easily add to your website, and people often want to know the latest news of your website. And you can have thousands of people subscribing. Imagine if you have 1% of your visitors per month push yes to that subscription, and then times that over the next 2 years. Even if it's 500 notification pushes. Imagine then if 50 people a week visited your site more, or 100 or 1,000. It adds up. It is another reason of increasing your statistics with ease. Okay, we've talked about a number of things about producing a blog for your website, for your business website. Okay. Now, I've mentioned reasons why you should have it, why you should do a blog, content types, how to promote it, and how to set one up. Now, one area which I recommend having, and this is right across any marketing department, and you probably already have it. If not, I definitely recommend it, but you need a schedule for writing blog posts. You need a way of monitoring if it's getting done. Now, people will say, oh, it's fine, I've got a spreadsheet. which tells us what we're doing. Now, I recommend my clients to use a solution called CoSchedule. Now, basically, you highlight articles, or you put what needs to be done into a calendar on CoSchedule. You can do this even on Outlook, and you give people responsibility. Now, the thing with this is, even with using CoSchedule, is you can put the content into the platform, and for example, you can assign questions to other people. And therefore, rather than having 100 meetings about blog post, it can go out and you can say, look, these are the questions I need answers for before I write the article. And Joe Blogs in the sales department or product management or support department can give you that information. Now, CoSchedule, or even just having a schedule on blog posts, helps you in a way that it supports you pushing people to do the work. A lot of people argue, I don't want to do a blog post, I don't want to do a blog or do a blog post because I haven't got time. You need to sell it to them. And I've given you the reasons why. And at the end of the day, that aids your growth within the marketing department of what you do best, promoting the message of the business or company and its products and services. And using something like CoSchedule allows you to reduce the need to have lots of meetings about something as small as a blog article, and people have a record of what people are doing. Because, for example, if you've got someone in the support team or product management who just refused to do the work, you can say, look, the questions here were given to you. You can say to your marketing manager or that department manager, look, the work was done and it's been listed here for them to do. And so using a tool can help you move forward. I highly recommend using blogging to increase your traffic to your blog, to your business website. And to be honest, I've seen a lot of success with it. And yes, you have the right content, but it really does help you move forward with getting traffic to your website, and most importantly, targeted visitors and potential customers to your website. And that's what it's all about. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Now, if you like what I talked about for the last, I think, 15 minutes, please do subscribe to us. You get more information in the future of new videos that we were promoting if you press subscribe and the little notification bell beside it. Also, if you've got any questions, do comment below. Always like to hear what you think about my videos. And if you like the video, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, please. Always do. That gives me an understanding that what I'm doing is helpful to you guys out there. Now, this video is part of a playlist of how to start a blog for your business, and there's the playlist. Now, also, I've got another video coming up from this video, and there it is. I hope you found this video interesting today and you've learned something from it, and thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.